This is Young John, bringing you Toy Fair 2018.
Hi, I'm Daniel Pickett with Gentle Giant LTD and Gentle Giant Toys. We're here at Toy Fair 2018. We'll talk about some of the new stuff that we're revealing for Gentle Giant LTD. Gentle Giant LTD has been around for almost 20 years, and we're known really for our high-end collector pieces that we do. We do a lot of statues, a lot of busts, some bookends, that sort of thing. And we've got some show reveals here that we'll talk first, and then we'll move back and talk about the Gentle Giant toy stuff. So the first thing we like to talk about are our Star Wars bookends. We've got these nice marbled bookends of Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper over here. These will be sold separately in case you want two Stormtroopers or you're a Darth Vader guy or you want to mix and match. These will be coming later this year. We don't quite have pricing on these yet. We just got them painted before the show. They're really heavy. They've got non-slip feet. They'll hold a lot of books, a lot of DVDs, a lot of holocrons, Jedi journals, whatever it is you want them to prop up, they'll take care of it for you. Then down here, we've got our Star Wars collector gallery line. This year, we've really been focused on bounty hunters, as you can probably see. IG-88 was the first one. He literally came out last week, so he's available right now for purchase on GentleGiantLTD.com. For the show reveals, we've got Forlom here and Boba Fett. We're showing them for the first time. Boba Fett will be available for pre-order on our website coming later this week, and Forlom we'll probably see next month. There's two other characters in this line that we'll probably show at Comic-Con in the summertime. All their bases sort of tie together with Jabba's palace, so it kind of tells a continuing story of what happened to them after you saw them on the Executor in Empire Strikes Back. We have our Wolverine Marvel Collector Gallery statue line. There's a history of Wolverine, starting with first appearance Wolverine, moving into the 80s, like brown costume, kind of the Frank Miller era of that. Then we have the 90s Tiger Stripe Wolverine, and bringing up the rear, Old Man Logan. We have our Marvel animated line. It's based on the those animated covers that Marvel did, the variant covers that they ran for a couple of months by Scotty Young. We're about 20 characters into this line so far. We've been doing it for several years. This is the first time we're showing in public the Spider-Man and Mary Jane, which is the first time we've done two characters on the same statue. The timeless love story of Peter Parker and Mary Jane. It's available for pre-order now, but it'll be shipping by the end of this month. And then we have Squirrel Girl there. She's our first flocked statue. So if you look at her tail and her bodysuit, it's fuzzy and flocked. And then Daredevil will be coming next month. So all of this, you know, like I said, is what we've been doing for 20 years. We were really the pioneers in using digital sculpting and scan data to make consumer products. So we've had a lot of experience trying to make stuff look as close to real as possible. And so we're taking all that expertise, that muscle memory, that attention to detail, and our love of these properties, and we've started Gentle Giant Toys. Not everyone has the ability to buy, you know, $660 statues, as amazing as they are. So we want to do something for people that might want to build cool collectibles, a nice collection quickly, and it's not going to break the bank and they're not going to have to build a wing onto their house. All right, so we're starting off here at Gentle Giant Toys with our tiny tin pocket pails. These are going to be miniature tin lunchboxes. They'll be hinged, as you can see. These are 3D prints right now, but it'll have the more traditional lunchbox handle that you're used to. Open them up, there'll be a little thermos inside. They'll be made of eraser material that you can put on the end of your pencil. See some really bright, awesome graphics. This one might end up being one of our chases. This is one of the Japanese posters, so we thought that might be a fun one to have as a chase. But we'll also do actual replicas of real lunchboxes, like this is one I carried as a child. So we'll do a version of that as well. So we have both Star Wars and Marvel for that. For the Marvel first wave, we're going to kick off with sort of classic comic book covers. We love a lot of retro stuff, but we have everything available for Marvel, both classic and modern. These will be blind box, probably about $5.99 at retail, and coming in the fall of this year. Then we have Bust Ups, which is a line we actually did about 10 years ago. We're bringing it back now. We were blind box before blind box was cool. Now everyone's doing it, and we're going to launch with Star Wars and Marvel on that. We've got these little pill capsules that they'll come in. These are mystery buildable model kits. They're pre-painted, one-time assembly. You'll get the box like this. It shows the whole wave on the back. You peel there. There'll be a little bag of parts, and you take all those parts. You can build a really nice dynamically posed figure on a great base. And we're starting with Spider-Man on this. So we've got Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, Miles Morales, Vulture, and Green Goblin. And just, you know, you can see they're really, really dynamic, brightly colored. Looks just like the comics that you know and love. And Star Wars, you can see down here, we've got, you know, Kylo Ren. There'll be 5 characters in the wave. Kylo Ren, Rey, Luke, Supreme Counselor Snoke, and then Porgs. Everyone wants to build a nest of Porgs. Next up, we have our Marvel Micro-Bobbles. These are based on original designs that we came up with as far as the form factor for them. They will have a suction cup that relates to their powers, abilities, or vehicles. So you can see, you know, shooting webs, hanging. The Green Goblin's got his little goblin glider there for his suction cup. We'll have a couple of chases in this wave, like the unmasked Green Goblin, and then we have regular Venom, and then there's a glow-in-the-dark Venom too. They'll come in these cute little, we're calling them like pudding cup containers that you peel. Got all the characters on the back for wave 1. We're starting off with Spider-Man, but we've got over 200 designs for Marvel characters in this already, so no end in sight for our fun little micro-bobble. Then we have our Fleet Flyers, which are, the first wave is going to be based on Star Trek Discovery, the hit show on CBS All Access. We helped them prototype some of the costumes and 3D print those for the show. So these will be from the digital models used on the show. It's got this great articulated arm with a suction cup, so you can build your fleet, you can pose them together, you can make battles, and again, like using the digital data, you get all the weathering, all the detail, all the insignias, exactly what you would see on the show. So we'll launch these with these first 5 ships, $7.99 retail, and coming this fall also. We've got our mini heroes. These are kind of scaled down versions of our Marvel Animated, also based on actual comic covers used by Marvel. These are on these fun environmental bases. These will be like vinyl and PVC. Come in these great boxes that, you know, look like the costumes of each character. But a great way to build a fun collection quickly. Doesn't take up a lot of room. $12.99 retail. A lot of fun. Then busts have always been our bread and butter, so we're doing these super stills. These will be high grade PVC instead of resin like we normally use, but again, really working to capture that same attention to detail, the painting, the sculpt. You can see, you know, he's got all his claws, all his teeth, that nasty tongue. You can see all his veins bulging. So, and these will be $24.99. We have Marvel and Star Wars for that, so we'll be showing the Star Wars stuff in a few months. And then we've got our enamel pins. Like, here's an example of that we're doing for Star Wars. These will come blind boxed like this. They have a little ripcord on the side that you peel apart, and you open it up, you see what character's inside, and you can either take it off the bubble, put it on your lanyard, your backpack, or it's got a little kickstand in the back. If you want to leave it mint on card and display it like that, you can. We're going to kick this line off with the first 6 of the original 12 that will look like the vintage Star Wars figures. We're always huge fans of that vintage Star Wars line. So this will be the first wave. These will be the designs of those guys. They'll be this scale. But we have all of Star Wars to play with for this line. We've got modern, we've got vintage, ships, droids, blasters, logos. So we'll be seeing more waves of those also. So those are our 7 lines that we're showing here at Toy Fair. If you want more information, you can check us out both at GentleGiantLTD.com or GentleGiantToys.com.